So what makes for better eating, Roe, Fallow or Muntjac? Well, it's just a few days till Christmas and Jonty and I are both looking to bag ourselves some venison for Christmas dinner. So our aim is to see if we can bag all three of these species in a single morning, with a view to then deciding which one will be our preference for serving up on Christmas Day. Now, one of the things I love about Stalking in Hampshire is that it's home to three of the UK's deer species, Roe, Fallow and Muntjac. Not only are we trying to bag all three in a single morning, but it's young animals that we're after. Put simply, the difference between young and old deer can be equivalent to the difference between mutton and lamb. We make the most of the early morning gloom to cover some ground, and as fortune has it, it's less than 10 minutes before Jonty makes a good use of his thermal scope and gets us off to a quick start with a muntjac. I think we've got a little muntjac down there, Jordan. Yeah. Maybe we can come in over here. How's that looking?
Yeah. Just wait for that broadside.
Well done.
Yeah, that's
Well
one.
done. Brilliant.
Good.
Well, we were aiming for the fallow first, but I think we'll take the muntjac, can't we?
Yeah, definitely.
That's fine. At least we've got one of the three now.
Exactly. Good.
Great, well done. Good shot. Okay, must be here somewhere. It's amazing when they just collapse. They just sort of disappear into the grass, don't they?
Oh yeah, look, it's in the ditch.
Oh, well done.
Ah, bro. I'll do the courtesy eye blink.
Well done, mate. Good shooting.
Yeah, perfect.
Good. Well, let's extract that one out and we'll get straight onto the next one.
Yeah, I'll get this one moving.
Okay, well done. Let me take that for you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That needs unloading.
Okay, cheers. We estimate that this one is only a couple of years old, and muntjac are renowned for being great eating, so it's a great start. One down, two to go. We move quickly on to another spot where I've been seeing some roe. Now, being territorial creatures, I'm pretty confident that I know where they'll be, which is handy when we're on a mission. This is where knowing your ground really pays off, and we're straight on to a mother with twin kids, a buck and a doe that I've spotted before on previous outings. Jonty, exactly where I hoped they'd be.
Yeah.
This is like a little family I've been watching for a while.
Okay.
And you can't see it from here perhaps, but there's a mature doe, and then do you see the two little ones?
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
One's a little buck kid,
Okay.
and one is a female kid.
Doe.
Yeah.
Normal split.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do, I want to keep the mature female.
Okay.
All right, because she's pregnant, and I kind of like the roe numbers being where they are on this ground. at the
So,
moment.
little doe.
So, yeah, exactly. And
You're
what's so
happy.
good about that is that obviously the kid won't be pregnant, and she'll be good eating as well.
Oh, we're doing this for Christmas, aren't we?
Perfect.
So-
I mean, perfectly. I mean, that sort of age animal will be spot on. So we'll edge up a little
happy.
bit, and if it comes out to the field, I think you'll have a backstop there.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. That's fine.
Okay, shall I lead the way on this one, and you can just follow in and try and get some footage on this? as
Yeah,
well?
no worries. Happy.
It's the female kid that we're after. It seems harsh, but we're mirroring the behaviour of an apex predator, which would take a majority of young animals. And at less than a year old, it's going to be phenomenally tender. Obligingly, the roe gets up and wanders out into the field. So that's number 2, a young roe doe. Cracking shot there, just dropped to the shot. Unsurprisingly, she was unaware of us, so there was no adrenaline in her, and that's really why she's just dropped. But a perfect one to take in terms of a deer management plan, because essentially she's the youngster and we want to be shooting about 60% of yearlings and youngsters in any cull plan. So if you're enjoying our content, then all we ask of you this Christmas is that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're going to be putting out heaps of extra footage through 2025 that includes equipment reviews. Our monthly almanac is going to go out now on YouTube, and we'll also be doing a film every month. So we've got loads of footage for you. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be doing us a great favour. Now, back to Hampshire, this fallow and the Hampshire trio. In truth, I was hoping to bag this one first off, leaving us with the easier Roe and Muntjac for later. On a hunch, we head to the adjacent woodland to see if some fallow have retreated into cover. Now, anyone that hunts fallow will tell you that they are easier to shoot when they're out in the open.
I don't know if you can pick anything up, can you?
There seems to be a heat source.
Way down there.
Yeah.
That would be about, that's where we tend to see them.
Yeah, it's amongst the...
Because they feed out in the field at night, and then they drift in to that little rough patch and kind of couch up during the day. So
Yeah.
that's
There's a
where
heat source in the
hoping it'll
thick,
be some-
the thick part.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Just take it really slowly then, if that's all right.
Yeah.
In fact, why don't you take the lead, because you've got the thermal spotters, okay?
Okay.
You take the lead and just keep an eye on that heat patch. And as we get a little bit closer, then I'll get set up at that point.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah, happy to. Yeah, all right.
Let's move on.
Fallow have a keener sense of eyesight than roe, and being a herding species, there are usually plenty of eyes. So hunting fallow in woodland is particularly hard. But now that the sun is up, that's the challenge that we're left with. It's probably not more than about 50 yards ahead of us. And it seems to be just a lone pricket on its own, which is brilliant. But we're going to have to be extremely slow and careful here to knock off maybe about another 10 yards so we've got a nice backstop. And thereafter, well, we'll see how we get on. Right, Jonty, maybe another 10 yards, mate, if we can. I think we've got a good backstop there. You keep an eye on it. I can hardly see it, Jonty.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it. It's just a heat source at the moment.
Okay. What, down there in that shrub?
Yeah. Literally 50 yards.
Okay. Tell you what I'll do now, I'll just set up. There's a nice little gap there. I'll focus on that. And
If it comes out, it'll come from left to right. Okay.
Making painfully slow progress, we set up in ambush and hope that the fallow will show itself.
thermal on this, so if you switch to just the normal day mode.
Yep.
Okay, so
The other day.
the fallow is just down there in some shrubs. There's no shot possible there, there's far too much between me and it. In fact, I think it even knows we're here. It's a young animal, and it seems to be a bit inquisitive. So what I'm going to do is I'm just focusing on a nice clear patch just to its right. If it goes left, well, we won't see it again, it's going to go into cover. But if it comes right, then we've got a nice clear shot. So I'm just going to keep focusing on that area down there, and we'll see what happens. Right, Jonty, here it comes. Good, didn't you?
That was tense compared to the other two, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what, honestly, that couldn't have gone any better, could it? Wasn't that brilliant?
That worked a
I was
treat.
thinking if it went left like that, I mean, there was no way we were going to stand half a chance, was there?
No, you only
And
got
then
it
it
because it came out
just,
then.
literally, it just came right, came into the sun perfectly. Well, you were recording,
Yeah,
weren't
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, good.
Well, I
I
hope I
was going to
was.
say, if we miss that footage, I'll be really pissed off. But it literally just came right, and then, unbelievably, just stood. I think it was aware of our presence, which is why it just paused. It was getting inquisitive. It's a young animal, and sometimes they are inquisitive, aren't they? And
Yeah.
they just want to see what's going on. They're not quite sure what's happening. So he's obviously come out for a better look at us, and he's literally just stuck his head up, come out and stopped at no more than, what would you say, 50 yards?
50, yeah.
Yeah, it's about that, isn't it? I think I've hit him good and broadside, and then he's dashed off to the right into cover. So we'll just give it a few minutes and hopefully go up and retrieve the third deer of the morning.
3 out of 3.
How good is that? Or maybe I'm speaking too
Exciting.
soon, Jonty, I don't know, but I'm pretty damn
No.
sure we've got it.
Yeah.
In which case, we'll have the trio, the Hampshire trio, Muntjac, a Roe, and a Fallow. That's all three. Well done,
We
Jonty.
did it.
Well done, well done. Good. Let's have a look at this shot placement. Good. Not a bad shot placement, eh?
No, absolutely fine. Yeah,
Hey.
that was really good. I mean, at 50 yards, you should have a good shot placement, shouldn't you?
I know. If
A
I'd
man
have,
of your calibre.
if I'd have missed that, Jonty, I'd have been a bit pissed off and downright embarrassed with the
Yeah,
camera going
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
But
very much so.
I thought that was really exciting, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
was, yeah.
I mean,
I'm amazed
hunting-
we did it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, hunting fallow in the woodland is just so difficult, isn't it? Because they're just so alert. It's crazy. They're like focusing on all the time. I personally think, I don't know whether you agree with this, but I personally think that fallow have better eyesight than roe.
I'd argue the same, yeah. They are harder to stalk.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
therefore-
And it's
they're
not. Some
always
people
moving,
say it's
always
just
moving.
because there's lots of them, there's lots of eyes, but I think even a fallow on its own. I mean, you compare that to the roe that we were on. I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were only 50 yards away from the roe, and it didn't see us.
They're docile as well, Roe.
I think so.
So,
you know.
yeah, no, I'd agree.
Yeah,
Very
but
much
no,
so.
that's brilliant. 3 in one day. And,
Yeah.
yeah, it's good.
Exciting.
2 for you, the Muntjac and the roe,
Yep.
and the fallow for me. So brilliant. Well done, mate.
Bro, perfect.
Enjoyed that.
Yeah, same.
So that's all 3, but what will we go for? There's the 2-year-old Muntjac, the roe kid, and the fallow. All perfect, healthy beasts. But what are we going to choose to serve up for Christmas dinner? So we have ourselves a 2-year-old Muntjac. I reckon he was about 2, Jonty,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
you?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And we've got a 2-year-old Muntjac. We've got a roe kid, and we've also got a
Pricket.
fallow pricket.
Yep.
All good eating,
Fantastic, yeah.
which begs the question, what do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas?
That sounds a bit rough.
Yeah, I know,
What do you
that's
want
an interesting question.
Which
isn't
one
it?
do you want to take for Christmas?
So yeah, I'd usually go for Muntjac just because of taste.
Yeah.
But I think for Christmas, because we're going to do a venison Wellington, I want the fallow just to maximise the length. So I'll be taking the back strip of the fallow. Veni Welly, yeah.
Brilliant, I love that. That's
Veni
a great
Welly.
dish. So you're going to take the fallow.
Yeah.
And you're right, that loin is a nice size for a Wellington.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Perfect
Which
size.
is perfect, because I'm going to take the roe kid, because in truth it seems a bit harsh shooting a kid, but that is essentially what apex predators would do. It's good management practice. We want to be shooting young animals and a few infirm as well. And it is going to make for some incredibly tender venison. So that fits quite nicely. So if I take the roe kid,
Yep.
they're all going to get eaten one way or other, but I think for
correct.
Christmas dinner, if you're doing a venison Wellington with that fallow,
Yep.
I'm perhaps going to do a haunch or possibly the loins with that roe kid,
Nice.
and should be brilliant, shouldn't it?
It's going to be a good Christmas.
Good stuff. Good
Feast.
shooting, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Great
Well done.
shooting.